Look up at the sky over any major geopolitical hotspot, and you'll find an invisible net of radar and interceptors. These modern air defense systems are engineering marvels, built with a specific assumption. The threats they hunt are traveling at subsonic or supersonic speeds. Take Israel's Iron Dome. It excels at tracking short-range rockets and artillery, calculating their trajectory before launching an interceptor to destroy them mid-flight. Or look at Russia's S-400 system. It's a heavy-duty, long-range platform designed to lock onto fighter jets and ballistic missiles from hundreds of kilometers away. And the American THAAD system is engineered to intercept incoming ballistic missiles at terminal altitudes, physically colliding with them right before they reach their targets. These platforms currently dominate global airspace, but their radar architecture relies on physics that leaves them totally blind to the next generation of warfare. That blind spot is hypersonic flight. We are talking about weapons that travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5, roughly 6,000 kilometers per hour. At hypersonic speed, intense friction superheats the environment, transforming the air into a highly charged plasma that wraps around the weapon. This breaks standard defenses. X-band or S-band radars send radio waves to bounce off targets, but this plasma sheath absorbs them entirely. The extreme heat effectively acts as a physical cloak. By exploiting basic laws of thermodynamics, a hypersonic missile makes itself practically invisible to the most advanced tracking networks on Earth. To solve this, scientists at the LRDE, the Electronics and Radar Wing of India's DRDO, set out to build a system capable of breaking through that plasma. Their solution is the Sudarshan Chakra radar. It is built around an active electronically scanned array, or AESA, which uses hundreds of small solid-state modules to scan the sky without physically moving the antenna. DRDO engineers achieved signal penetration by abandoning conventional X and S-band frequencies, moving the entire hardware architecture to the specialized L-band frequency. This diagram compares the physical shapes of those waves. X and S bands have tight, rapid oscillations. The L-band operates at a lower frequency, meaning it has a much more elongated, broader wave structure. Because the L-band wave is stretched out, it interacts with the highly charged plasma differently. It pushes straight through that glowing envelope, strikes the solid metallic hull of the missile beneath, and rebounds the signal back to the receiver. By identifying the exact wavelength needed to penetrate the fourth state of matter, the engineering team turned an impenetrable hypersonic shield into a transparent window. But seeing through the plasma is only the first step. Just because a radar pulse bounces off a fast-moving object doesn't mean you have a precise, actionable lock on the warhead itself. A hypersonic glide vehicle creates a remarkably chaotic environment. The immense friction generates a massive amount of acoustic and thermal noise, leaving complex vortexes and heat ripples in its wake. Think of a military helicopter under attack. To avoid getting hit, the pilot deploys burning flares to flood the area with intense heat signatures, confusing the incoming heat-seeking missile. The plasma wake does exactly this to a radar system, but entirely by accident. To counter this, DRDO paired the L-band antenna with a digital counterpart, an advanced software suite called STEP. This diagram shows how the software processes the raw radar data in real time. STEP uses complex algorithms to evaluate the erratic thermal and acoustic readings, strips away the static, and isolates the single true physical signature of the warhead. The antenna and the algorithms work together. The hardware sees the object, but the software understands the actual threat. The Sudarshan Chakra is not an interceptor. It doesn't shoot down missiles on its own. It acts as the ultimate eye, detecting the threat early enough to tell other weapons exactly where to aim. India is designing this radar to plug directly into its existing multi-layered defense grid. By feeding high-fidelity targeting data to long-range platforms like the S-400, it upgrades their capabilities against faster, elusive targets. This map details the result. By networking these systems together, the grid forms a massive, interlocking perimeter of protection over Indian airspace, covering major population centers and strategic military bases. Building a reliable hypersonic detection network requires highly specific material engineering and complex software. Achieving this milestone places India into a very exclusive tier of aerospace defense, alongside only the United States, Russia, and China. This radar development is the cornerstone of Mission 2035. Mastering the physics of hypersonic detection provides the technological foundation India needs to build a completely self-reliant aerospace defense network for the future.